Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Never miss a Monday. Oh my gosh, it's not super warm here. There's calling for snow still. I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting for that warmer weather to come. But I got my usual outdoor swing set up so I can do my morning lives here in the sunshine. It feels so nice, but it's also freezing. So we're like well into April, almost halfway into April. It is such a beautiful time of year when spring comes. I don't know about you guys, but like January and February are probably the hardest months. And we all set these New Year's resolutions of like, oh, I want to lose weight. I want to get healthier, yada, 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 yada. I really want to ask yourself, or I really want you to ask yourself, have you made any changes in your life to achieve that? Like, I want to get healthier. Did you put any of the work in, or are you still like, oh, that's my goal, but I haven't done anything differently? I'm going to put on a coat because it is cold. For myself, I've actually been doing super, super well. I have my cardio in with playing hockey. I have, I want to do more strength training, but I don't have it built well into my schedule yet. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. As my hockey season comes to a close, I only have a couple more weeks. That is really intense cardio, and it has really helped me composition my body in like a very great way. I'm really, really happy with where my body is. And, as I get more and more years into my weight loss maintenance, I'm more accepting of the body that I have. Being morbidly obese, I can remember how I felt. And now it's like, okay, I'm really working on embracing where I am. I'm really, really happy with where I am, but yet I see more changes that I need to make for my health. And that's kind of the way life is. We focus on, a couple problems at a time. You can't solve everything at the same time. So, I've really focused on changing my body. Well, now that my body's in a place where I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty happy with where I am, especially given my age. I'm like, okay, well, what do I need to work on next? I feel pretty good mentally. Troy and I are coming up to, more challenging time with him having a really major surgery coming up. But I'm feeling overall really positive, and that feels really good in general. All the kids are doing well. My health is doing well, touch wood. And everything is just pretty peaceful right now. So now I really get to think and reflect. A lot of times when I think and reflect, I'm thinking about things that I've been through and, trying to make a positive spin on things. And now it's like, okay, well, what do I really want to work on in my life? And I can definitely make myself a top 10 list of like unhealthy habits that I have that I need to conquer. But also it's like, you have to kind of sit back and go like, okay, am I content with where I am? And what's the biggest thing I should be working on right now? I wouldn't say building muscle is the most important thing I need to work on right now. I think just maintaining the balance that I have found is probably the most important thing. But change is coming, right? I'm losing that ability to get like 3 really great, massive cardio burns in a week. My plan is, Jacob and I, my second child's, we've signed up for a 5K. Now, he's a pretty good runner, but I haven't ran in a really long time. So our plan is, once the weather warms up just a little bit more, he asked me this morning if we were going to do our first run, and I was like, it's just so stinking cold. But once it warms up just a little, like if it's in the like +1 or +2 in the morning, I think that would be the best choice to make, because if I run when it's really cold, my lungs get so sore. Excuse maybe, but for me it's valid. So what I want to do is replace that really great hockey cardio with a run. But hockey cardio, like I've got my heart rate up over 140, 150, over that for almost an hour. So replacing that with something that I love and enjoy, like there's not a lot I can sustain my attention with for an hour. But it's only 3 times a week. So that's kind of the part where if your New Year's resolution was, weight loss or health or, whatever it was, it's time to start planning. Like, what does that change actually look like? And then the hardest thing, the absolute hardest thing is to put action behind your goals, is to actually go out and do it consistently and do it for a long time. So if my goal is going to be, let's say, I haven't written this down yet because I'm really still kind of planning it out of my brain. Say my goal is 3 runs a week with Jacob. My plan is to put Annie and Mitchell on the bus, and then we'll go running right away. Like, we'll put them on the bus and then chase the bus, basically. And then that doesn't really interfere with my morning routine. And then I also, on top of those 3 days a week of running, I want to fit in 2 days a week of heavy weight training. And that's going to be with Dig Deeper. So I have this like plan in my mind. I believe it's going to work. But now I have to really go like, okay, put it into action. I never make excuses for missing hockey. I'm always there because it's something that I'm so in love with and so passionate about. And it's, you socialize and you're really pushing your body and it's fun. So to replace that for the summer months, it's like, oh man, do I really love running? Do I really love doing my workouts? I love them afterwards when I'm done and I feel good about it. And I love the effects it has on my body. But getting excited for it, a little bit more challenging. So that's your work this week. I really want you to think, what are the goals you have? And then what's an actual action plan that you can put forward? Rosology, that's the group I run. It's free to join, so jump in there if you're not already in there. There's a lot of women who are just starting out. They're just starting to post. There's new names that I haven't seen before, and they're really starting to put the work in. But you've got to do it for a really long time if you want to see changes. And then you've got to do it forever. Like my weight loss now, because I'm just trying to maintain, I'm just trying to make sure that scale doesn't go up because it goes up so easily and so fast. But the work that I put in now, I wouldn't say it's quite as intense, and I don't have to be quite as consistent because my body, like I've kind of found a balance between nutrition and fitness. But I really want to get down into the lower 150s. And it's so stinking hard to do. There's so much work that has to go into it, and people just don't realize it. But the thing is it does become habit. It does become routine. It does become more enjoyable. And then you're like, if you miss it, you're like, okay, when can I get this in? When can I fit this in? That's why I love to do it in the morning. Good morning, Maria. And then I think, like for me, life gets in the way, stuff gets in the way, kids get in the way, fatigue gets in the way. I work a full-time job. I'm a teacher. So sometimes when I get home, I'm absolutely mentally exhausted, which is why I know that in my routine and in my life, those morning workouts work the best for me. That being said, sometimes it's really, really hard to wake up in the morning before everybody else and get that workout in when I'm feeling so tired. You're like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do? You're just telling me your own excuses. I still get it done. And I'm consistent enough to make slow, gradual, lifelong changes. Fitness is literally built in to the life that I live. It's built into my daily steps. I'm very aware. I set myself goals, and maybe I don't achieve them 100%, but 90% is still going to put my body and my health on the right trajectory. So set yourself realistic goals. Really look at your life. Really look at it, because if you set a goal that is too interfering, and yes, your exercise and your fitness can be too interfering, which will make it non-sustainable. That's why a lot of times, when people jump in 100%, they yo-yo diet, because their 100% is too interfering and it's not maintainable in the reality of what life looks like. So be kind to yourself, set realistic, achievable goals, and put the work in. And it's hard to do, but listen, I can't tell you, I'm so busy. I'm such a busy mom. I love that I'm an active and involved parent. Excuse me, but I still make the time. I still find the time. I still make the healthiest choices that I possibly can, and they're not perfect. And I can still achieve my goals without perfection. It's a balance. And my goal right now for April is just maintain the balance. And then in May, my birthday, I'm turning 42 years old. It's coming. I just want to say, Troy is turning 42 first, so he's older than me. But we've got birthdays coming up. And then it is a different routine. My fitness is going to look different, and I have to prepare for that, because what will happen if I'm not ready with something else and another plan? Hockey will be over, and then it will take me even longer to get into a routine, and my weight will go up. The second I stop putting in the work with exercise, even if my diet is super clean, my weight will go up, because my super clean diet isn't perfect, and exercise mitigates the choices that I make with my food. So it really is all about balance. Okay, it's Monday. I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day. And if you're comfortable, please share your plan, share your goal, make a post, comment here, whatever. Just put it out there in the universe to help you be more accountable. Okay, have an absolutely wonderful day. Oh, what am I doing here? Okay.